Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa Phillips. Dr. Sheika Square is back in the Sunday Journal studios. She is the author of 21 Day Word Revolution. Stop living the life you hate and start living the life of your dreams. Also, the affirmation, power, healing, purpose. Dr. Square is a professional empowerment speaker with over 10 years of experience in leadership, administration, and business. And she's ready to equip us all with the tools we need to live our best life. Dr. Square.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm always glad when you're here, and because you have all of these golden nuggets, and we are ready for more because we need them for our life, right?
Yeah. Yes, we all do.
Oh yeah. Well, you got me last month. You talked to
I saw the tears trying to not come
Did
down.
you?
I did.
It was that word, obstacles. You talked about obstacles, and you said that we ourselves could be our own obstacle.
Yes.
And that was pretty revealing, and so I'm sure that people thought, wait a minute, but I thought it was her fault or his fault or what happened to me. And so you're saying that this could be the reason why progress is not happening.
Yes.
That was interesting and very powerful. So now as we talk about obstacles and get past them, then you say a part of obstacles is what you want to discuss today about risk taking.
Yes.
That's another big one.
It is another big one because it ties in very well to getting over ourselves and betting on ourselves. Like you said, we always assume, and I say we because I've been guilty of it, that it's somebody else, or we weren't, I wasn't brought up in a rich family, or I didn't have the same this and I didn't have the same that. However, what I find is if we decide to bet on ourselves, take a risk on ourselves, then we can start to break habits that keep us bound or keep us stuck or keep our businesses from growing. And so what I mean by taking a risk on ourselves is I had a post on social media earlier this week where I talked about setting goals. Like every week at the beginning of the week, I set goals. And in that, I don't only just say, this week I want to write this amount, or I want to talk to these amount of people, or I want to have this many clients. What I do is say, what can I do better this week than I did last week? How can I push myself this week more than I push myself? So I always put something in there that is for growth. And so for this week, I started with a personal trainer. I always work out, but I felt my body kind of plateauing, getting stagnant. So I was like, okay, I have a goal to look this way in my journey, but I'm only able so far to look this way, which is, it's pretty tasty looking. However,
always room for improvement.
But I wanted to see if I could sculpt my body more. So I pushed myself by getting a personal trainer, making sure I had the time for it. And even in business, so I realized the other day, so my clientele is getting bigger. And not even just in number, but in amount of money that they're bringing in. So I said, now I need to get bigger. And so I was betting on myself. So I need to set time aside to start reading more and doing even more conferences and podcasts. Because when they come to me, I need to be ready. And so that's not only getting out of your own way, but taking a chance on yourself, betting on myself. Let me put some money into me. Let me put some time into me. And a lot of people, they forget that part, and that part is also important.
Right, and so as you said, in your goal setting, that comes with preparation, and with you wanting to do more because the growth is happening in the business, that does require more preparation and more study, and so you don't want it to be imbalanced.
Right, and so what'll happen is if you have a ton of people coming to you, if you are a business leader, business owner, or an aspiring business leader, or you work, opportunities won't come as quickly if you're not prepared. I think it's something, energy you send out. And then if the opportunity presents itself and you don't know how to get prepared, then you also lose out. So sometimes we think we're met with an opportunity and we're not prepared, but I don't think that's the case, because even then, if you know how to get prepared and you know how to find the answers and you know how to get ready, then you're still ready for that opportunity. But I believe that in order for you to get what you want, you not only need to understand how to define what you want, because sometimes we ask people, what do you want? And as Oprah said, they say, I don't know. Then you can't have anything. But not only do you need to define what you want, you also need to understand how to maneuver out of your own way by pushing your own limits little by little, small pieces by small pieces. It doesn't have to be this big extravagant gesture, but something every day that allows you to be better. Something every day, and I literally mean something every day. When I was writing my PhD, I would write something every day, whether it was a sentence or a paragraph. Every day I would do something towards that. And so you have to learn how to bet on yourself. Like, you can't pour out, and I remember talking about this once before, to everybody else all the time. Mm-hmm. You must learn how to inwardly risk it all. And when you risk it all, and I always tell people, I don't mean YOLO, where you only live once, you just take it over and run up the street. No. What I mean by, risk it all is understanding that I'm going to put everything I have on me so that I can win everything that I want.
Well, that's the voice of Dr. Square. She's in the house, and of course, she is letting us know that we are able to achieve our dreams by risking it all. And what that really entails, Dr. Square, is releasing all the limits. I think removing the limits.
Understanding that the only limits that you have are the ones that you set.
Yeah.
And so to take a risk is to say, okay, so I've done it this way, and that way was okay. Sometimes it was okay, sometimes it didn't work. But let me try it this way. Let me do something a little different to get more. And that's why you have to define, because more for me may be different for somebody else. I was doing a interview or a snippet, a podcast, whatever you want to call it, with one of my really close friends, Sonny Patterson. And so in that, we talked about how abundance for her means enlarging her family. Abundance for me means coins falling from the sky. And that's okay, but we both know what that looks like for us. And so it's important that you understand what it is and what it looks like for you in order to know what it is you're pursuing. And then shifting yourself out of your way so that you can learn what it is that you need to risk or take your risk in.
Well, what I love is that you have to find for yourself what that looks like. And
yes.
That is different for everybody.
It
so
is.
Somebody may be saying, well, Dr. Square, I love what you're saying. And let me just say that I have taken risks. I've taken large ones, and I don't have the results that I want.
Right.
So what do? Do they go back to the drawing board? Do they reevaluate?
So sometimes, and that happens. I mean, sometimes we do take a risk in a certain area, and it doesn't work. It's not working, and it never worked. And so sometimes, and I would need more information from this person, but sometimes it's because we're betting in an area that doesn't work for us. We're in for me, I was, at one point in time, I had an area of my business that wasn't working, and I realized it was because it wasn't something I really wanted to do. And so it could be that you're pursuing something that's not for you, or you're pursuing it for the wrong reasons. Or you're pursuing it and it is for you, but you're scared. And so you're blocking your own way. So I would need to talk to the person, and it's something you have to navigate through. But I know for me, I had a revelation last night. In one particular area of my life, I realized I'm creating a debacle in my own life. Oh my God. Because of fear, I'm scared. I'm resisting out of that. I'm attracting people that are affirming my fear. And so that was me. It was nobody else. And so it's important that you understand, and that goes way back to a year or two ago, getting to know yourself enough to know when you're out of alignment. So you'll know what you're risking it on.
Right. Well, along with the risk that was not successful, then you have the calculated risk.
Yes.
That really requires that strategic plan to follow the steps that will lead to the results that you want.
Right.
So what should somebody do first? Because you said you write goals for the week. For everybody, that could look different. Where should someone start?
So I have an unfair advantage in this because I am an executive strategist.
Yeah.
However, strategy just comes so easy to me because I can maneuver through puzzle pieces. But in it being very easy for me, it's also easy for me to explain. And so something you should do or could do in order to take calculated risk is to strategize out what it is you want. Okay, so this is what I want. What are some means to getting that? Okay, so which one do I have more access to? Okay, so notice I'm breaking it down level by level. Okay, so I have more access to this route. What do I need to do and what do I need to become in order to get to this way? Okay, so do I need to hire somebody or can I do it myself? Do I have the means to hire somebody or do I need to learn more about this in order to be able to maneuver? So it's either going to cost you money or it's going to cost you time, and then in many instances it's going to cost you both.
I love it. It definitely at least gives you a direction, something to look at, something to chop away at,
Yes.
so you can know what to do first. But
Yes.
the whole idea is do something.
Do something.
Take the risk, because I was just looking at some quotes, and one definitely was saying that to do nothing at all really doesn't benefit you in any way.
No.
You never will find out what you're capable of if
Right.
you do nothing. And you're taking a risk by doing that.
You are taking a risk, a big, huge, gigantic risk by doing nothing.
Yes.
And so do something towards your goals, your dreams every day. So if you work a job and you want to become an entrepreneur, or you work a job and you want to write a book, or you work a job and you want to become a fitness instructor, or you want to be more fit, then there should not be a day that goes by where you're not doing something towards that. And so if it's fitness, you want to become more fit, you do yoga, you do, 10 minutes of exercise. If it's writing your book, you write a paragraph every day, a page every day, 200 words every day. You decide, but you do something every day. And if you do not, and I want people to hear this part, if you do not do something every day to get you closer to what it is you say you want, then you're not telling the truth. You're lying. You don't really want it. And so that's where the separation happens.
That is powerful. And I tell you what, we need to know more, and you have something coming up where everybody can learn about this and much more. And so we don't want to miss telling about the event that you have coming.
So spirituality and affluence, the successful business leader's mindset, is on September 28th here in New Orleans. And it's going to be Sonny Patterson and myself talking about how spirituality and business are intertwined for the successful people. So in order for you to go as high as you can in your job, in your business, in your career pursuits, you must understand how to commingle the two, how they act as one. And people will separate them out in an effort to segment their lives, compartmentalize. I don't want to talk about God and creator and religion and my whole self at work. But then when you leave part of yourself before you get to work or get to your job or get to your business, what you're doing is not giving your full self to the world. And so we're going to talk a lot about how we went through that. I always pour all of it out on, some of the things that I encountered when I did try to segment the two. And we're going to also spend a lot of time, and this is my area that I love to talk about, how to build your business. How to become truly successful in your business. I'm going to give you all the nuts and bolts to becoming truly successful. So that is on September 28th. For everybody that's interested, you can go to my social media at drsheikasquare.com, because I'm pretty sure the links are everywhere. And then for those of you with a pen and paper, it's www.ladieslaunchandgrow.com to get more information.
Say that once again.
www.ladieslaunchandgrow.com for more information.
That's wonderful. Well, I'm excited because it sounds like it's going to be absolutely beneficial to anybody looking to do what it is you say we can always do, achieve our dreams and goals.
Yeah, we had a question and the lady said, I'm an educator. I don't own a business. Can I come? Absolutely. I'm literally going to talk about everything you need to be successful inside of your business.
And this is for anybody that's wanting to achieve any goal, I believe, because you're giving the steps that it takes to break it down and to get it going.
Absolutely, on all fronts, your whole self inside of your business.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that's what it takes, and so you continue to show that every time you come. And
and
so
I do
we
want to
love
say this though, we have a ton of freebies. I've been ordering stuff, probably too much stuff for people that are coming. So it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna feed them. We have caterers coming in, and we have this fabulous space. So I think it's gonna be a beautiful, wonderful time, and it is ladies only. I want to make sure I put that out there.
Okay, that is your time to bond and
Yeah.
get it done.
Right.
All right. Well, as always, Dr. Square, this was fantastic, and I can't wait till next time so we can learn some more and get some more of those nuggets from you.
Thank you. I am so glad to be here.
All right.